Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to be looking at The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. The game is developed by Nihon Falcom, PH3 GmbH, and is published by NisAmerica, and is the next installment of the Trails series. Reverie has taken a long time to be ported into English. So long in fact that we've already had 2 sequels from this that have already been released in Japan already. So has this rather exceptionally long wait been worth it? Especially if you are a fan of the Trails series. Here's the review. Set after the events of the previous game's Great Twilight saga, our new story is split up into 3 separate parts. We'll be rejoining Rean and his students, and following on with how Rean is now dealing with everything that's happened to him, and how he thinks he can now have an ordinary life. We'll also be rejoining Lloyd from the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support section, and how the group have come back together again, and how they're trying to manage with Crossbell's independence. Our other new chapter is about a new mysterious character, only known as C. We're not told much about them or their motives, and that they only appear to work in the shadows. There's a lot of characters in this series, and I don't just mean the main characters themselves. You'll be having dozens overlapping from Sky, Crossbell and the Cold Steel arcs, so because of that you can't really just jump in and start with this game, because you won't really have a clue who anyone is or their importance in the world. Even most of the NPCs have their own stories to tell, such as Officer Kate, Cope, Heathcliff and many others, that if you haven't played the past games before, you'll be completely lost on them or the events that have happened to them. Easiest way to explain this is if you've played the past previous Cold Steel games, it's pretty much the same as those. In combat it's turn-based and you've got several options available to use, ranging from standard attacks, magic, special skills, items and so forth. There's a few new features in Reverie, but it is essentially the same formula. When not in combat you'll be exploring either the cities or dungeons and talking to people around you, or doing various other stuff such as fishing, side quests or gambling at the casinos. Graphics wise, I'd say a lot of stuff looks very familiar to how it did in Cold Steel 3 and 4. And to me, that's a good thing, because I like the graphics in the past Cold Steel games. You saw them improve with each installment, but they never really strayed too far away from what gave them their own special and unique charm. My only real issue with the game, depending on its graphics and so forth, at this moment in time, is that the audio for the characters' voices sounds a little out of pitch, and I have had some difficulty getting this to work on my PCs versus my deck. However, I am beta testing the game before release, so that could just be that. This is something that I really like about the Trails or series. With each game we get to see various cities grow and change over time, or we're able to go to new areas that we previously couldn't. It's nice to return to old places that feel like home, and to see how things have changed over the course of time, especially if you have been following this game's franchise from the very beginning. If you are a fan of this franchise, then yes, you will definitely want this one. Long story short, it's more of the same, and that's exactly what most fans want. It continues on from the past games and gives us more of what we love and know about the franchise. More Altina, more Noel, more Rean, more giant mech robot battles, more world building, more tough as nails boss battles, more minigames, and a fantastic soundtrack and a great story to boot. Well, that's it for this video guys. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.